I enjoy answering your questions every day, and there are some days when being a nice guy answering questions doesn't work. Sometimes you need the Pastor Bob finger. This one. Today, the finger. Little Headbangers brew this morning, and it's our coffee. Proceeds go to feed the homeless. Our poster for the month, and it's awesome. Tell me, I'll probably forget. Teach me, maybe I'll remember. Involve me, I will own it and live it. And it's about mentorship, discipleship, and it's about life. You can get these things. It's a t-shirt as well. And all of our swag. WeAreMetalWeAreFamily.com. Well, here's the question for today. And it says, Dear Pastor Bob, I'm going to lose it. Now, it's an interesting way to start a letter, to start a correspondence. And this is a person that I know. A person that I realize struggles with some things, but a person who should know better. They listen to my podcast. We've talked about some things a lot, and it's so important, folks, that you take the information and put it into a practical place in your life. Because these principles that I share every day are life-changing. They have been for me. So I'm going to lose it. This person says it and then lists all the things that are going wrong. You know, relatives that have died this year, the funerals that they've had, the friends that have COVID, all of these things, lists them all and says, I just can't do this. This is horrible, and already decided that I'm going to lose it. And then they say, a friend told me to plead for help from Jesus, to put it in his hands. Well, I like the part about putting it in his hands and listen to Jesus Take the Wheel, which is a song. I did. But I can only deal with so much. I need advice and prayers, please. I have had enough. I'm on thin ice. And if that's where you've decided that you're at, it's exactly what's going to happen. Yeah. So I said, today is not a nice guy answer. It's a Pastor Bob finger. And that's why this is so important, folks, because it's a matter of processing, and it's a matter of who do you trust, honestly. Let's go to James, and it's really one of my favorite scriptures. James chapter 1, verses 2 and 3. And he says, consider it pure joy, my brothers, when you face trials of many kinds, because you know the testing of your faith develops perseverance, and perseverance must finish its work so that you're mature and complete and not lacking in anything. Well, let me go to the Amplified Bible. And it says in verse 2, consider it nothing but joy. Consider it nothing but joy. Do not consider this any other way, because this is where it ends, in joy. Consider it nothing but joy, my brothers and sisters, Christians. You understand, this is written to you. Consider it nothing but joy, my brothers and sisters, when you fall into various trials. How many of you fall into various trials? Everybody's hands going up. Because we all do. That's just the way it is. And then it goes on in verse 3, and I want you to get this, because This is how we live as Christians. This is the promise that we have from God. Be assured that the testing of your faith through experience produces endurance, leading to spiritual maturity and inner peace. So how often is your faith tested? Often, isn't it? You have a choice often on which way you're going to go. Am I going to follow the world? Am I going to follow the Lord? Am I going to follow my own impulses and my own frustrations? Or am I going to put this in His hands and consider it pure joy? Because I know that after I go through everything, that He is still large and in charge. Is this easy to do? Absolutely not. But it's absolutely biblical and absolutely the foundation of your faith. Now, if you already decided that you're going to lose it, you will. But if you make a choice that you're going to turn it over to Jesus, that you're going to allow Him to take you through, that you're going to consider it joy because you know what you're about to do, you're about to place it in His hands, you will be successful. Oh, there's pain in the middle of it. There's difficult times, but joy comes in the morning. Be assured that the testing of your faith through experience, the more you do this, the more you experience, the more you get used to putting it in His hands, and it produces endurance. You'd say, I just can't do this. I can't take it. I'm on thin ice. I can't go any further. Yeah, you can, because He can. And that leads to spiritual maturity and inner peace, which is what you need, which is what I need. So folks, it's all a matter of choices. It's all a matter of, do I put this in God's hands or keep it in my own? Do I plan for my demise? Do I plan to freak out? Or do I say, Lord, this is a lot to handle, and I am stressed about it, but I want to put it into your hands. And I want to experience that over and over and over again so that it produces endurance in my life, which leads to spiritual maturity and inner peace. It's what we all want. That's what God says. I'm gonna give you that, but you have part of this. What's your part? Consider it pure joy. Consider the end result. Consider that when God takes the wheel, He does a great job if you simply let go and let God. Well, I'm excited for the next month, and tomorrow's the last day of our current mug and poster, and wow, I've got some strong ones that we're going to start with on Monday, and I've got some things that I need to say that are the Pastor Bob finger, that it's what we have to go through, and I feel like God's put some things on my heart, and I'm excited to share them with you. Don't forget, you are blessed. So go and be a blessing.
Subscribe to our newsletter at sanctuaryinternational.com.